Hey everyone, it's baze.djunkiii transmitting from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video, back with a new unboxing video because I received mail yesterday from Greece actually, and that does mean mail from the Sound and Silence label, the leading force in Greek ambient, post-rock, post-rock music, I guess, led by mastrokostas, which have been sorting me out for like years actually. So a new envelope, and probably the last envelope of this label that will be unboxed here, because as effective of now, as you may have seen in my short actually that I posted today, as effective of now I got a new postal address and I'm preparing for a move practically, and I guess I'm gonna be out of here in end of April. But yeah, all things have been fixed and that's good news. So let's dive into this one on a short note today, just to find out what this is. And well, the move does mean I will be focusing on that for the next weeks. Of course I will do some videos and some shorts and stuff, but on my website Erzählt and probably on other places I will like take a break for a few weeks until I've fully settled in. So reviews might be popping up, but only occasionally, and yeah, that's what a move brings with it, I guess. And if you have to move like a few thousand records, which I'm going to discuss with a moving company in a few weeks, this is going to be an interesting thing. But now let's go into this one here, a name that's familiar, David Newlin on the Sound and Silence label. Here's a press sheet. And this is the album called Skeletons, Sound and Silence 127 limited edition. Has been released on February 16th actually, so this is 4 weeks ago, and this is a return for David Newlin, of course. 5th release on the label after 3 solo albums and a collaboration album with Jello 6, which I think I have also reviewed. Probably I have reviewed like 90% or 80% of the label's catalog over the years, and it's an ambient producer based in Durham, UK, who has released a lot of stuff on labels like Mobia, Cotton Goods, Time Release Sound, Hibernate Recordings, Oscarson, and a lot more, Wistrek, Polar Seas Recordings, Tokyo Droning, never heard of that, but that's an excellent name for an ambient label. And owns the labels Octoberman Recordings and Cathedral Transmissions. 9 compositions on this one, total duration of 31 minutes only, so this is like a short journey in ambient music, I guess. This is all recorded at home, blending warm synth pads and dreamy melodies of pianos and music boxes, and the computer is the center of his minimal setup. An atmospheric piano album of ethereal ambient, exquisitely mastered by George Mastrokostas. And well, this is an album that comes in a limited edition, of course, once again. A kind of ghostly cover, kind of. Once again with the signature flap mechanism here. This is copy 033 of 200, so Sound and Silence usually is on a 200 releases tip, basically. Rarely doing more, but they have done like 300 and I guess even 500 of certain releases, because, well, the artists were well known or they expected like higher sales, I guess. So what we got here is the CD and a track list, which is beautifully dark. I really appreciate that. With track names like Flowers, Still Life, Scattering, Between Places, A New Day, Skies, Stars and Bones, Clear the Air, Fluctuations and Things from Before. So very poetic in a way. This is how the CD looks like. Kind of condensed font this time, which I haven't seen, I guess, on the Sound and Silence releases in this form, even though they tend to vary a little bit every now and then. And the other album we got here is also a name that is very familiar from releases on the label, of course. And this is Sweeney, Sound and Silence 128, Quiet Companions. Another press sheet here. And This is Jason Sweeney, of course, based in Corner Country in South Australia. Like a legend in his field, has been like composing for over 20 years and has been like worked in and collaborated in various projects like Other People's Children, Pretty Boy Crossover, and also worked as Panoptic Electrical, which has released a lot of albums on the Sound and Silence label. So I'm gonna link some random Sound and Silence video in the end cards, so you see more of that label, because they have been sending me stuff for a long time, as I mentioned. A compilation of unreleased material, rarities and alternative mixes recorded between 2014 and 2024, so covering an entire decade, I guess. 10 songs that have never appeared on any of his previous 5 albums on the label. And well, it's a pretty unique companion piece to the double vinyl edition that is Exquisite Introversions, which is a compilation that features songs from all his previous albums, probably as the first time on vinyl. So this is an interesting thing, like unearthing unreleased music and then coming up with a vinyl compilation of already released music. But CD and CDR is not everyone's thing, so a lot of people might have missed out on that. I presume this is an Australian bird on the cover. Might be even the thumbnail for this one. And another one with like 200 copies. This is copy 067. Also a little condensed in the typeface here. Beautiful and minimalist, I guess. And we got also a track list, which is also on a pretty minimalist tip. Looks like this, with 10 tracks: Train 45, Hideous Roads, His Ghost, True Love, Please Accept My Love, 2 titles with love, like as a main theme, like following up to each other. Listen, Sentience, Loyal Friend, and Crazy. Sound and Silence 128 limited edition of 200 copies. And yes, that's it for today. A sweet little unboxing thing. Reviews will follow before the move, but a few days might pass, because I've just announced on my website Erzählt that people should look up the sidebar for the new postal address and stuff, which goes for everyone that sees this video as well. If you want to see me send me stuff, there is a new address, you know where to find it. And an interesting thing about the new place is that I'm gonna be able to film in proper daylight, I guess. So today I've checked out the place, and I came up with some ideas what to do, where to set up the desk, where to set up the camera and stuff. And yeah, that might mean better lighting conditions, and also probably a more interesting background over time. So I'm going to work on that. We'll see how that goes, but I got things in mind, and things gonna be interesting and developing over a course of years, maybe. So let's see where this goes, where this leads me and stuff, and what the future brings. Bass Junkie out for now. Gonna go into editing mode. See you on the next one.